Hello, everyone, everybody. I know I am horribly backlit at this moment. I am looking for some kind of control, which, again, I probably should have done before we sat down, Fidget, and turned on the cam. I don't know that I have a backlight button on here. Anyway, you can deal with it. You all know what I look like. And Fidget. Um, Taking a little break. My fingernails are now officially destroyed. I was going to sit here and clip them just for River Birch because I know that she enjoys that. But there's not much left to clip because today Falcon is going to meet up with our new landlord and give him the deposit. They're such sweet people. I love them already. Um, he asked them on the phone yesterday, hey, he said, I don't get paycheck for a couple of weeks, and we'd like to move in on the 1st. What do I need to do in order to make it so that we can go ahead and go in and start taking things and moving into the house, even if we're not living there yet? Because I got just fill out the paper and bring in your deposit. That's good enough. So, $250 deposit. And I had to borrow it from someone because we're broke right now. But that will be fixing itself real soon. Right, Fidget? Fidget? Fidget. Ah, he's such a sweet muffin. Look at what a beautiful boy he is. So, the kitties are very happy because I went outside with them. I have this shelf thing. It's metal, and I don't know what its original use was, but I got it at like a yard sale or something for cheap, as I tend to do. And it's real cool. It's metal, and the shelves on it are metal as well, and it's like somebody took a hole punch and punched holes all in it, which I like. It's very kind of modern, a little bit Art Deco maybe. I used to be super into Art Deco. I still am a little bit. I still like 1930s Art Deco because it was more rounded and not quite so angular and harsh. But anyway, I love Art Deco still. And I don't know if you can see how he's sitting. Got his front legs down between his back legs. Here's a paw. He's so cute. Oh, so wonderful. But he what? I don't know. So I got that. It had been hanging up in the laundry room forever and ever and ever. And Mom had put a bunch of her stuff on it. She and I both have a love of old ceramic stuff. The glazed ceramic things, the planters and vases and things from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And she had a lot of that kind of stuff, mostly in green. I tend to go for the brighter colors, but she has a lot of it in green. They're very attractive. And she just had them up in there, some seashells and just little things like horseshoes that she's found when she's been gardening out here. And I hate to take her shelves away from her, but I'm going to need them for my little tiny bathroom. And I had, when I got them, painted them with the silver paint, but it kind of worn off and a little bit of rust here and there on it. So I took it out to the garage, and it didn't really need to have rust removed. Plus, I'm kind of lazy, sadly lazy when I refinish things. I love to refinish things, but I skip steps, which I know is wrong, but that's just how I do it. Because I know if I commit to too many steps, I won't ever get it done. Because I'll lose interest or something will happen. So anyway, I put it out in the garage because it's real windy today. So I went out there and gave it a coat, and then flipped it over eventually and gave it a coat on the other side. And it's still going to need a little bit more. I got some spray paint. Fidget, you're so cute. Got some spray paint that's more like a chrome almost. It's like super silvery, shiny. It's nice. And then I was poking around out in there. I've been going through like the kitchen today, getting out a lot of the stuff in there that belongs to me, cookbooks and mugs and bowls and things like that. I have a ton more of it in storage, but that's just the stuff I've accumulated while I've been living here for the last 6 years. And it's been kind of fun, but I know it's going to make my mom so sad. She got real teary the other night when we told her that we had found a place to move into. Her ears messed it up, and it made me sad. But she goes back and forth between telling me she wants us to get the hell out of here and telling us that she loves having us here and doesn't know what she'd do without us. And every time I tell somebody that we're moving, and this has been the case with me my whole adult life, every time I say I'm going to move, people say, and I'll be excited, people say, what about your mother? What about your mother? You can't leave your mother out there. I get that from family and from friends of the family, and it guilts me, and I stay. But I'm pretty determined we're going to move out and get our place. And it's just like 3 blocks from where she works. I'm like, Mom, you can come over for lunch. I'll probably get to see you more living right there in town than I do now, because she comes home now and we'll be doing our own thing in here, which sounds dirty, but it's not. We're always just on computers and playing games and stuff. And then she'll come in and cook her own dinner separate from ours and go talk on the phone or watch sappy movies. And, we really don't get it. And every time I go in there to talk to her, the phone rings and she abandons me for the phone. So I think we'll probably have a lot more time together this way. She can just run up the road and come hang out at my place and see the kitties and have a little food and watch TV or whatever. And I can get to see my grandpa more because he comes into town for grocery shopping and doctor's appointments, and they always go to lunch together. So this way I can go too now. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Justin Falcon is going to take the deposit to our landlord Joel and today. And hopefully, as soon as this evening, we'll be able to start carting some things over there, which is great. Because, like I said, I've been pulling all kinds of stuff out of the kitchen. And so I got way off track on my story, but I was looking around the garage while I was out there and found a piece of furniture I'd forgotten I had. Actually, 2 pieces of furniture I'd forgotten I had. One is a chair. It's a pretty simple, basic chair. It's, for those of you that are into furniture and stuff, you may know. It's like a Charles Ames steamed bent wood chair. But I think it's a type of chair that people look at and never think a thing about. It's kind of, you see in schools and whatnot, or used to, where it's got chrome legs, the bent chrome legs, and then kind of a shaped wooden seat that's been heat steamed and bent. Never mind. I'm such a geek. I'm sorry. Found that, so that's good. I can go at our table because I only have 2 chairs that match the eating table. So that'll be nice to have that one. And I found this thing that I think it was manufactured to be a plant stand. And, but it's very Art Deco. And that's what drew me to it to begin with. And it's metal. And I had brought it home. And I think I used it here in my bedroom for a while. And then I said, hey, Mom, you want to put this out on the porch and put some plants on it? So that's what we did for a while. We had plants on it. And my hair looks like shit because I've been out in the wind. It is so windy today. It's ridiculous. So it had gotten so gross from being out in the cold and the rain and the everything. It had been plasticized with this black plastic, and that started to crack and fall off, and then it was rusting underneath. So it was pretty bad. She said at some point, I don't want this on my porch. It looks too bad. So it had gotten relegated to the big barn of a garage we have. So I was like, tiny bathroom. Gonna put up these metal shelves. This would fit. So I got out there, sat out in the yard. I had screwdrivers, and I couldn't find the metal brush, but I had couple other nice scruffy brushes and paper towels and all kinds of stuff. And I started just with my bare hands. My fingers are so sore, y'all. I've got a little pain on that. It's not bruised. My hands are so sore now, but I sat there and picked all that plastic off. Some of it I had to really get after with the tool, but and it was super rusty. And probably, ideally, I should have used a rust remover on it to really prime it and get it ready for paint. But like I said, I'm bad about skipping steps. So I brushed it down with the brushes as much as I could to get the loose rust off of it. And I had it all taken apart, and I went out to the garage and gave it all a good coat. And I'll go out there in a little while and flip them over and do them again. Probably give it 2 solid coats on both sides before I put it back together. I'm getting new little screws and nuts on them from the hardware store because I don't want to use those old rusty, gross ones again. I won't take that shortcut because it won't cost me much to replace those. And one of the reasons it got so rickety, I noticed while taking it apart, is that a lot of the hardware was missing. So it was like a loose tooth. The whole thing was one big loose tooth. So I'm excited about that. I love sitting out in the yard and doing something like that. And even if it destroys my nails, I can buy new nails, I guess, at some point. And we're trying to figure out where we can cut back on some things, and we're going to get internet because that's a must, but we probably won't be getting cable TV for a while. I don't know if he'd want me telling this. I don't know why not. He won't brag on himself to other people, but I'll brag because he's wonderful. Falcon is already, even though he's only been working there like 2.5 weeks, he's already getting some praises and rave reviews from his boss, and because he's been doing such an outstanding job. Like in like 2 weeks that he was there, they met some quotas for sales and stuff that they didn't think they were going to meet before the end of the year, and he's been being a real asset. And the boss is talking about giving him an advancement pretty soon, giving him an advancement that I think will not mean a pay raise, but then as quickly as possible move him up into a managerial position, which will include a pay raise. So I think we're going to be doing really well. Callie's out there crying to be let in. They don't know what they want. All the cats were super excited that I was out there and on the ground and everything, and they all had to come and get in my way and love on me, and it's nice. So I'm super happy. I'm overwhelmed by all the crap that I have, though. I do have so much stuff, and I'm just thinking, once I get this all out of here and fluffed up, is it really going to fit in that apartment? Oh no, we'll see. It's a duplex. I call it an apartment, and then I call it a house. It's a duplex, so it's a little bit of both, I guess. But you know what I want to do? I want to go down there tonight with my video camera and video the place before I bring so much as a single butter dish in there and show y'all what it looks like. And then I'm thinking that as we're moving stuff in, I may set up the camera once I have internet. Hopefully we'll get internet before we actually move in, and let y'all watch me unpacking things and starting to put it all together. Just go on Stickcam and you can see it as a work in progress. So, see my big butt scooter pooting around my new home. It's so exciting. Okay, this is way long. I apologize. I know some of you like the long videos, but there are some that cannot tolerate them. So, yeah, bye for now. Mwah. I'll show you the stuff when it's all dry and done and ready to go. Okay, bye.